What is up, everyone? It's Demolition Derby for Life. I'm here gonna do a update video on the Lincoln Town Car, guys. I've been putzing away on this for the last couple weeks or so. Don't mind my dad bod. It's been a very, very hot day out, and frankly, I was freaking drenched in sweat, so I needed to get that off. But I've been, like I said, I've been putzing away on this car for the last a few days. I really busted out a lot of stuff this last weekend, so I decided to give a little updates, kind of show how far I've got. I'm getting really close to where I need to be. There's still quite a bit to do, but frankly, it's getting to the point where it's basically built to the rules, and there's not much more I could do. I know you guys are gonna say, "Oh, you can do this, you can do that." No, I can't, because I'm building this exactly to the rules. To this, where this car is gonna go, it's being built exactly to the rules, because I know for a fact they will complain about anything that is not to that rule set. So if you guys leave any comments on like, "Oh, you should do this, you should do that," I would if I could. So this car is going to be built exactly to this rule set. So you guys ready to see the bit of progress? Well, I can't remember exactly what I had left off on. She's completely gutted. I got the engine bay completely to where it needs to be. I've done a lot of looping. I've done basically a lot of deleting. I looped my power steering lines. I plugged the radiator line. I'd like to be able to keep that in there. I mean, it's kind of a pain, but honestly, I don't really feel like cutting any like lines to just delete that. So I'm just gonna plug the top there, and if it leaks a little bit, it leaks a little bit. I loop my tranny lines. I normally would do it back there, but I want to keep a little extra line for extra fluid. Frankly, this isn't normally what I would do, but the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't care about this motor. I don't care about the transmission. It is a Ford POS, but she does run very good, so I'm not going to say she's a complete POS. But motor runs really, really good. Transmission shifts good, fine. I've just ripped it around a little bit just to see if what else was kind of wrong. I did notice I cut one of my brake lines, so I just pinched that off quick, and so instead of 4, I'll have 3 brakes. I do have to weld the driver's door yet. That will be done shortly. I am allowed 9 wire to go around the frame. I got this one done. I'm only allowed 2, so I'm doing 1 here and then 1 on the other side. Well, technically this is electrical tape. I tape my top of my door shut. I don't weld anymore up here. Tape works just as good. It doesn't keep the top of the doors don't bust out. So frankly, this is perfect. Like I said, I will be welding the driver's door completely shut. Got my 9 wire going here. Tape there. I'm only allowed 2 per door up and vertical. So this is going to count as 1. That's going to count as 1. And this I can do as much as I want, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm only allowed 4 strands of 9 wire for the trunk. Also, it's only allowed 4 for the hood too, but I'll get to that eventually. I'm not allowed to tuck. I'm not allowed to crease. I'm not allowed to notch the frame. I'm not allowed to do any stuff like that. This is a true bone stock show, guys. I know a few little tricks and stuff, like with doing some certain things that will help me in the show, but this is what I'm doing. But just 4 spots, so 1, 2, that's going to be the main to keep this section together, and then this is going to keep from this blocking my view basically. I've always used to do it here, but I'm doing it here now, and I think that helps a lot more. But yeah, there's no touching of the frame, so there's no reason to do anything like that. There's no tire rules, so basically I can run full centers and stuff like that. Don't know if I really want to do it, but these are actually probably going to be the better to use, I guess. They got good diggers on it, so, and then my fronts are basically trailer tires, and they're hard to pop. They can still pop, but it's hard to pop. Gonna run the stock bumper. If it falls off, it falls off. I believe this will be a very, very good bone stock car, guys. It's a little soft up front, but frankly, I don't really care. It's just, like I said, it's just a bone stock class, and I'm kind of itching to run it. But this is going to be a very late show. I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm going to be running these. I will probably post it up later on down the line, but I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm running these until basically the week of that derby. So you'll get a kind of an update video on it. Gonna 9-wire this door shut eventually. I actually had to build my own gas tank for this. I was gonna paint it up, but I kind of spaced on it. So this is actually the stock fuel pump out of this car. So I cut my hole, or cut the fuel pump out where I needed it, cut my hole in the tank, slid it in, siliconed it up with the proper silicone. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's like an all seal for gas and stuff like that. And then I got my lines all ran, everything. This is a lot of electrical, and I don't want to screw with much of it, so a lot of this electrical stuff is going to be zip tied to my cage, up and out of the way, out of harm's way. So that's that. Basically, all the electrical that's in the engine bay, everything is moved all the way internally into the car. So I shouldn't really have to worry about it too much. Like my corner here, that is pretty much well protected. All the wiring is, as far as it will go backwards. And then all this little miscellaneous wires. I don't think it's really important that these wires aren't important, but we'll see. Hopefully nothing gets cut. But frankly, I think I moved enough of the wiring to not really worry about it anymore. Cage is in. I know this is a really goofy cage, but I basically just used up what I had laying around instead of cutting apart. Like I was going to use that cage there, or a bit of that cage, instead of cutting that one up, because that one should have been close. I actually had this little bit in here, and I made this stuff work. So I basically took everything that was scraps and stuff like that, and then put it all in, made it work. So we'll see how this goes. I'm pretty stoked on this. It's turning out very, 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 very well. It rips really good. I'm very, very stoked on this, guys. I'm ready to have some fun. The show is not going to be for a while. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about it. I'm sure a few of you guys can probably guess where this will go, but I am not gonna say anything until I know for sure I'm gonna run, or will be able to run. Hey, no bark. But yeah. But there you go, guys. There's a little look on the Lincoln Town Car. She's getting a lot closer. I honestly don't have too much more to do other than finish up some electrical stuff. Basically add a battery box, make sure stuff is starting to get bolted down. Engine bay is basically done. I basically moved everything I needed to. Everything's out of the way. Oh, I'm sure you guys noticed I just made this shifter for this car. I didn't want to burn up one of my other shifters that I made. It's a little different, so this one is actually, I just made it, and it actually works really, really well. The only issues I'm going to be fighting is trying to stay out of park, which in turns, I've done this many times, so I'm pretty used to trying to stay out of park. I like to play it safe, play it easy on my builds. I know a lot of you guys think I have these shitty builds and whatnot, and frankly, yeah, they are pretty shitty, but who cares? I'm just gonna go out there and wreck some shit. So it's gonna be one of those, might be a one and done deal. Depends how hard I want to drive. I think I'm gonna play it safe with the back end first, try to see what that thing's gonna do. Hopefully nothing stupid breaks, but you never know, guys. You never know. The front end on this thing is probably pretty soft with where it's rotten, but we'll see. I'm not gonna do anything else other than what I'm allowed. I'm gonna do my 9-wire around the frame there. Gonna finish there. I'm not gonna do anything with this fender. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I can add, like, I'm gonna add some tape up here, tape there, and then 9-wire here, just to get her done. But she's looking pretty good, guys. I'm pretty stoked. But there's one last little look, guys. Next time you'll probably see this car will be not too much difference, other than it will be basically done being built and be ready for paint, but paint will be off in the far future. Not gonna really need to do that yet, but yeah, I got a couple cars over there yet that need to get further built, but once this car is to where it needs to be, I'm gonna start on the next build. This next coming build will be going for it's a further off show, but I'd rather get it done, or at least get it to a point where I don't have to rush to build it and be stressed. So basically I want to get this to the point where, get these cars to the point where I know it's not going to take too long to finish them, and then if I find a show I want to run before these, then I can grab a car, pound it out quick, and have some fun. But like, probably one of those two I'm going to try to finish off. I'm thinking the compact car, that will be one to finish. This car is going to be running in the next couple weeks, and then the combine is definitely going to be another one to build. That will be starting probably shortly, because that's in mid to late July. So yeah, but there you go, guys. There's a little look on the town car. Thank you guys for watching my videos. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button if you're new to this channel. We'll catch you guys all in the next video.